My wife hired a hitman to take me out, so I asked her, what are we having for dinner, darling? She smiled with those pearly white teeth and said, steak. Rare. Something had changed in her ever since she accused me of sleeping with her best friend. I swear on my life, I never did. The truth was, her best friend always had a crush on me. 6 months ago, she got a little tipsy and made a pass at me. I didn't have the heart to tell my wife, so her best friend made up a story claiming I had actually hit on her. No matter what I said, my wife never believed me. I work as a bail bondsman, and my wife works with me. We're around a lot of criminals. One of them called me and said, your wife just tried to hire me to kill you. I told her I wouldn't do it. I said, I appreciate that. Then he added, she found someone else. She's offering $50,000 in cash. I asked, any idea who? He hesitated. Yeah, Mendoza. I froze. Fear crawled up my spine. Mendoza was the most dangerous assassin I'd ever known. I'd bailed him out when no one else would. He'd always been honorable with me, but the things I'd heard about what he'd done to others were horrific. I knew he took the job because he was drowning in debt. I thanked my contact and asked, when? Tonight, he said. She's planning to be somewhere else while it happens, so there's no connection to her. I hung up, dropped to my knees, and cried. Not out of fear, but because I knew my marriage and the love I had for my wife were over. She called me from the other room. Dinner's ready. I had to act normal and see if I could make her crack. She'd cooked an incredible meal, probably thinking it would be my last. The steak was perfect, and that somehow made everything worse. I was quiet, and she asked, are you okay, honey? I nodded, then asked, do you still love me? She didn't hesitate. Of course, silly. She took a sip of wine and looked away. That was always her tell when she lied. I pressed further. I'm not so sure. Her face went cold. I think the love between us died when you slept with. She stopped herself. I don't want to talk about this. Let's just enjoy tonight. Her phone buzzed. She read it and said, oh my god, my sister's been in an accident. I have to go. I knew it was a lie. What happened to her? The doctor said it was a car accident. I have to go. She grabbed her keys, and I blocked the door. I'll come with you. Panic flashed across her face. No, you should stay here. She only wants me there. She was a terrible liar, and I knew if I stayed behind alone, I was dead. I didn't stand a chance against Mendoza. My only hope was to keep her here until the police arrived. I'd already called them, and they were waiting outside in unmarked cars. I stood my ground. You're not going anywhere. I know what you did. She tried to play dumb. I have no idea what you're talking about. Then the back door swung open. Mendoza walked in calmly, sat on the couch, and pulled out a knife. He smiled at my wife. You're not supposed to be here. Then he looked at me. And you're not very smart, planting cops outside. They're not going to save you. They're asleep. I swallowed hard and said, I need to ask my wife something. Did you really think I deserve this? She started crying. You assaulted my best friend, so yes, you deserved it. That was worse than I'd imagined. Mendoza burst out laughing. He knew her best friend. What's so funny? My wife asked. Your best friend is a liar, he said. And you're an idiot for believing her. Your husband isn't that kind of man. I grew up with her family. She's a pathological liar. My wife looked crushed. What happens now? Mendoza shrugged. I'll give you 40 of the 50,000 back. I charge 10 grand for therapy. He stood up and nodded at me. I didn't want to kill him anyway. Might need him to bail me out again someday. Later that night, I left my wife for good. I chose not to press charges. And Mendoza didn't kill any cops. He just knocked them out.